So today I want to talk about the collapsible stock of the Rogue-6. In the manual I say that you don't want to use aluminium, and that was really based on the official manual, but also in my experience with aluminium, once it bends it's really hard to straighten out, there's no flex in it, let's say. But at least with this aluminium bars that I bought just to give it a try, but it's pretty solid, to be honest. I will show a clip of the plastics one. It was already known that it was more for display purposes, but because there was a lot of flex when you did this, things like this and sideways. But these bars are really solid. They don't really bend, to be honest. When you do something like this, the play is more in the mount itself. But in practice, when you hold it, it feels pretty solid. It's basically like you have the printed solid stock. If you really start to notice this, that you can notice a little bit, that you can flex it a little bit, but it's really minimal, at least with this bar in combination with how much I removed from the mount, because it was really a bit of a tight fit otherwise. But yeah, and the jig itself that is shown in the manual works really well, so that's a pretty easy thing to do. One thing I did notice with when I was using this stock is when you use this shroud, you cannot fully collapse the stock because it will hit the sides of the shroud. Yeah, if that is really a big deal for you, you might want to modify the step well a little bit, so you got a square cut out right here. But I think I'm not gonna bother with updating the shroud valve for it. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, after I tighten the shroud thing, the button is a little bit stuck there. So that's why it doesn't really snap in place. In this position you got the ramp. And then you will notice a little bit of play depending on how you made the cut right there. So then you have a little bit back and forward motion. Do you really notice that when you pull it in? No, because then you press it in and forward. So it should be fine, but that's something you do notice a little bit of a play. But again, of course, the twisting is minimalized with the bars because it's shorter, just like with the 3D printed one. But then you do notice something like that. But in practice, you only use the fully extended position in my mind because it's a better length of pull for most arms and still kind of tight, let's say. It's not really a long length of pull. You can see this would probably be more comfortable, to be honest, than this, but it works fine for CQB, things like that. So you can also opt to not have this cut right here at all and only have the one here, or if you don't really care for that it locks in when it's fully collapsed, you can also opt to not do that. Then you have even less work to make them the stock, and also less weak points, let's say. Yeah, to be honest, the weak point of the mount is really now this portion right here, the 3D printed piece. So if you drop it, it probably would break this. Since it's aluminium, maybe bends a little bit, but you got bigger issues than when you drop it now. It's not with the 3D printed one. It was obviously the weakest thing of everything on there. So yeah, it's good to know because those are a lot easier to find, ironically, than the metal ones. I had a hard time really finding one in the size. also for the right price. So yeah, for airsoft use this is more than fine. Could not imagine that you really need the metal ones, and it's quite easy to work with, of course, since it's aluminium. And yeah, so that's all, and see you guys next time.